Hello, people. This is Detroit Miracle, and I'm coming back to you from the night itself, which is very quiet and comforting right about now. Yeah, there is another misconception about the nighttime that I have not mentioned before, and that is people in general and probably every creature kind thinks that people would most likely be very aggressive, angry, and violent at night than they would in the daytime. Yeah, people, because people trust the daytime more so than they trust the nighttime. But the nighttime is quiet, is vast, is full, is empty, is comforting. Like nothing is happening out here tonight. So it's not that aggressive or dangerous in itself. But nevertheless, that conception is there where people think that the nighttime is more untrusting than the daytime, or that people's whole perspectives go from bad to worse during the nighttime. But in the daytime, even if it's bad, their particular behaviors and attitudes is not as worse as it would be at night. That's the perception, like people. But if you look at the numerous things that happen that are bad, they happen in the daytime as well as in the nighttime. So it's not like nothing bad never happens in the daytime, but it only happens at night. But nevertheless, people still have that perception. I know I'm gonna give another example of it. Just say a guy is out and about hanging and he walks behind that woman in the daytime and he comes up to her to approach her. She looks back at that guy and says, hey, she sort of smiles and like looks at him and turns back around and walks. I mean, like the guy is approaching her and she senses no danger because it's the daytime and she might turn and smile and turn back. But at nighttime, if a guy was approaching a woman where she was alone and he was walking by her, she would sense more danger in that. Then she would turn and look and say, this guy is a threat to me because it is nighttime and he's approaching me. But in the daytime, it would have been much more like trustworthy of him doing that whole situation. So, in other words, that woman would be more trusting to that guy if she met him in the daytime rather than meeting him like that at night. That is the mindsets, people. That is perspective, viewpoints on those matters. That is conditioning. Like we all trained and conditioned to believe that the nighttime is like dark, black, unseen, dangerous, like things like that. We think like that, and then there are all types of monster movies and stuff. We all know about that, and yeah, I do include me in that too. Yeah, we're in it together as far as, living, existing around here, wherever you see the placement is, and whatever you predict and perceive the placement to be. If you don't know completely, you might be like, hey, if I go outer space and see the world, it might be like this, it might be like that, it might not be round, it might be a square, it might be a flat. It's like you're trying to predict exactly what it is, and then when you finally get to see it, then whatever it is, it either lives up to your expectation or doesn't, or it's either shocking or it's like not, either or, but you don't know until you get there. Yeah, folks. Well, thanks for hanging out with me in the nighttime. And I'd appreciate it if you would give me those likes, comments, and please subscribe to me, Detroit Miracle.